Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Around South Jersey. My special guest is Rob Wilson, who has Peak 301 and Rejuvenated for the roofs, right, Rob?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about yourself before we start talking about this. I got to tell you this. He has the most wonderful mother in the world. Bobby is his mom, and he's Rob. I was thinking Bob, Robbie.
Yeah.
She is my office manager and is the nicest lady you'll ever want to meet in your life. And this guy's pretty good, too. So we talked off the air, and he's a very nice person. So you took after your mother.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. My name's Robert Wilson. I'm the owner of Rejuvenated Roofs, a Peak 301 certified applicator. I grew up in South Jersey. I graduated from Bridgeton High School, local Ferreton firefighter, and started a new business trying to get people into knowing what the alternative is besides replacing their roofs, their asphalt shingled roofs.
This is interesting because it is a cost savings.
Correct.
I mean, I guess a roof job now is $15,000.
15 to 25,000 on average.
Wow.
We can save you approximately 75 to 80% difference in cost. It's a application that gets put on there that rejuvenates your life of your shingle. A lot of things get dried out and over the weather and over the years. So we strive to save customers money rather than reshingling their roofs if possible.
So what we see you doing here, this is part of the process?
Correct. This is applying the oil. It's a biodegradable oil. It's safe for children and pets and your plants. And it's a natural oil that gets put into your shingles and actually penetrates all layers of your shingle.
Oh, wow.
A lot of the competitors that are around that are doing the same thing does not penetrate. It just lays on the top layer. So it really gets down there and rehydrates the shingle and helps save your granules. It also has a fire retardant.
That's great.
That's major for me being a fireman.
Oh, that's right. You were a volunteer fireman
yes,
at Ferreton?
Yes. Yeah, I was a volunteer fireman at Ferreton when I was 16 years old.
Wow.
I joined as a junior, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful thing to be.
Are you still back?
Yeah, I'm back on the fire company now. A little older, things hurt, but but it's definitely something that I recommend for a lot of people to give back. It's really nice.
So I know you said you graduated Bridgeton High School.
Correct.
What did you do after you graduated, Rob?
Well, I worked for Duran Glass, actually, here in Millville. I was a machine operator. 9/11 happened, unfortunately. A lot of the industry left. So I had a family partially that was in Las Vegas. I moved out there for quite some time and made my family out there, but I've always missed back home here.
Yeah.
And I found an opportunity to get involved in a business. A couple years ago, I started doing research. Had to do with like the black streaks you see in people's shingles.
Yeah.
And then I started doing more research and seeing how maybe we could save people money. And I knew I was going to move back, and I moved back and been on it ever since.
Is that a corporate name? The name of your company?
Peak 301 is my company name is Rejuvenated Roofs LLC.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Peak 301 is our supplier for our chemical. Color Biotics is actually the supplier of the oil. So it's not a franchise that I bought into. It's actually just a supplier that gives us the product and backs the warranty.
So now Peak 301, that's the applicator part. What's the driveway cleaning? Is this part of the power washing or?
Yeah, so basically there's a couple parts of the business. We offer pressure washing and soft washing. So pressure washing, typically we'll do your driveways, your sidewalks, your patios. We'll soft wash the actual side of your house. Soft washing the side of your house is letting a chemical do the work, and it's pressure as in like a garden hose almost pressure. You don't want to damage the side of your house with a pressure washer. Right. Like typical people to go to Home Depot and buy one. Same way with the roof. You don't want to pressure wash your roof for the simple fact that you're knocking off the granules on it. Yeah. We're using chemical to get rid of your black streaks Then if you choose to, our other part of our business is the Peak 301, which is another application we do to rehydrate your shingles. Not only make them look good, but we rehydrate them.
All right, so Rob, I mean, and I've had people that have done similar situations where they've had estimates of $15,000, $20,000 to redo the roof, depending upon the size of the house, obviously. And that's a lot of money. And they did something similar. It may not be the exact same thing, but it was a lot less. What would the normal cost to do like a rancher?
Typically, a rancher, if it's 1,200 square feet, you're probably looking $300 to clean a roof.
Okay.
If you're looking at 1,200 square feet of roof,
Right.
To actually put the Peak 301, you're looking probably about $1,350.
That's all?
Yeah. It's
a lot better
fraction
than
of the cost. Yes.
Like
It's
less than 10%.
And a lot of the people around us, they offer the soft wash. We offer the soft wash plus the Peak 301. There's nobody, as far as I am aware of in this area, that is doing any type of application. I know that Peak 301, I am the dealer in this area, all of South Jersey, from almost all the way up north down.
Wow.
The actual soft washing and pressure washing,
Anybody?
a little bit of everybody does that. I mean, you look around town, we're all competitors, and competitors, nothing wrong with it. It's all there. There's pressure washing signs everywhere. And I recommend going out and getting an estimate, but make sure they're licensed and insured.
Yeah, that's another good
That's
point.
the main thing. Is I tell everybody when I leave their house, I'm the one you deal with. I'm the one that does the work. Please, if you do get anybody else, this is your largest investment. Protect yourself.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And make sure they have license and insured.
Very good point. Anyway, we're talking with Rob Wilson, Peak 301 owner, and does lots of other great things as well. We'll be back to talk more with Rob right after these messages.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born right here in America. With more than 41 years of service to our valued customers, Advanced Treads in Norman, New Jersey is South Jersey's full-service distributor of General Tires. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tires, anywhere is possible. Advanced Treads, 1325 West Landis Avenue in Norman, New Jersey. Call them today at 856-696-5004.
Many people treat their health like a game. With Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Just select from our specialties and schedule online, by phone, or on our app. Our entire team communicates with one another, so everyone works together on your total health. Plus, we make it even easier with all of these additional benefits. Level up your health with us. Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
A good roof is easy to forget. So why not keep it that way? Why not say no thank you to that $10,000 quote on a new roof? And why not help the planet while you're at it? With Peak 301, you can keep a good roof going or give an old roof a new beginning. The application starts at the surface to defend against everyday damage. But the science doesn't stop there. It works its way through every single part of every single shingle to reactivate the most basic building blocks. And unlike other treatments, Peak 301 actually corrects the chemistry that causes decay. The result? A carefully crafted, all-natural, planet, people, pet-friendly reset for your roof. So you can forget about it again. Call your Peak 301 Southern New Jersey Certified Applicator Rejuvenated Roofs today for a free estimate at 856-326-0047.
The most important decisions a family can make are usually made around the kitchen table. At DeMarco Luisi Funeral Home, we believe pre-planning and the difficult decisions you face with the loss of a loved one should also be made around the comfort of a table, like a family. Our friendly, kind, and compassionate staff is committed to helping you get through this most difficult time. In your time of need, trust DeMarco Luisi Funeral Home, Vineland.
Well, we're back with Rob Wilson, who is the owner of Peak 301. And then I just found out his nickname was Toad. He got that at 10 years old.
Yeah, 10 years old. I had a very, very close friend that nicknamed me Toad. And there's been many of people in my life that still come around at my age now that actually say, you're a grown adult. What is your name? They don't even know my actual real
I see.
name.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, they would call me
your
Toad.
nickname.
And I had a really good friend.
Rob, one of the things to get to be certified with Peak 301, did you have to take classes, training, and things like that?
Yeah, so you talk to the actual main person from our RPM Solutions, which is a part of the Peak 301. You actually do a bunch of online training, and then I went down to Alabama and did other training for a couple days with different chemicals of cleaning roofs, cleaning siding, all your MSDS stuff, and learning the different parts of the chemical to not kill people's vegetation around their house, their animals, and or changing color of their house.
Yeah,
and there
good
is
point.
different chemicals that can actually physically change colors of people's houses, surprisingly enough.
Is that the chemicals that what's protect mops flowers?
Yeah, so that the chemical, our oil itself is actually, it does not hurt anybody or anything. You can spray it on yourself, on animals and plants. Does not hurt them at all. It's all biodegradable. Some of the cleaning solutions we do use, most of it is biodegradable, but some of it can be harmful to plants. So there's protective ways that we went through training to find out how to protect your plants. Everybody around the area, majority has very pretty homes with a lot of bushes and a lot of flowers, and we take very good precautions of saving trees and flowers.
Now, what would the average roof be? Like if 10 years, 20 years, when do they need you, I guess, is when, as Rob said earlier, they're like $1,350 instead of $15,000, so like 10% of what you would pay to get a full roof job.
Yeah, so typically our company says anywhere from 1 year to it can be extended out to 20 some years. Depends on what your shingle manufacturer is. If it's a 50-year warranty, we can extend it out. It just depends on, we'll do a roof inspection. That's what I take pride in, is the fact that I'm the one doing the work. So you have to see me, I have to face you.
Right.
So my whole thing is I'm going to inspect your roof. If your roof is not qualified for our Peak 301, I would love to recommend you to a roofing specialist to do your roof.
Right.
Because if you're not happy, I'm not happy, and you're going to see me at the local grocery store, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So it's definitely something that we're going to come out and take a look. 10-year-old shingles, we definitely recommend it. 15-year-old shingles, highly recommend it. We need to get back that softness in your shingles and protect from hail damage. Like I said, fire retardant with it. A lot of people, my mom including, she had a couple shingles that were loose at her house before I got into this business, and the insurance company would not renew her insurance.
Oh my goodness.
She had to put a whole new roof on her house.
Wow.
So a lot of the insurance companies nowadays are doing this, and they're not wanting to protect your home and your roof.
Well, you look at that, folks. You see that.
Big difference.
It is, isn't
nice
it?
shine to it and
Yeah.
everything. It keeps the granules. If you start seeing granules down in your gutters in the bottom, give us a call. We'll come over. It's a free estimates. Gladly come over and introduce myself, and I'll go up and do an inspection on your roof, and we'll go from there. I'll give you a couple price breakdowns of different things we can offer, and we accept all major credit cards.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so it's definitely something that I'm passionate about. Like I said, if I was in the business many years ago when this happened to my mother,
Yeah.
we probably could have took care of it and saved this. A lot of insurance companies now, when they're redoing your insurance, they're doing a drone video footage.
Oh, okay.
So they're flying over your house and seeing the roof. Well, if your roof looks pretty good, the odds of them renewing your insurance and not being hassled by maybe putting a new roof on is going to grate your chance of keeping your insurance company. And that's my main thing, is just helping people out.
That's super. Yeah, and it's so much. My goodness, folks, we're talking 10% of what the normal $15,000 roof. It's like less than 1,500. So the investment is certainly well worth it. And all you have to do is give Rob a call at Peak 301 and your phone number.
856-326-0047.
And that's the number to call. And there you see it. And the driveway cleaning, the sidewalk cleaning, the deck cleaning, fence cleaning, graffiti removal, that's really good too. You even do the dumpster pad.
Yeah, so we do commercial too. If you have a restaurant or something, you need your dumpster pad cleaned, we'll gladly come do it. Your storefront, we did a local storefront in Bridgeton, did the whole building, and it came out just absolutely fabulous. The owners of the company they were surprised of what their building looked like underneath.
You do graffiti removal?
Yeah, we'll do graffiti removal too. It's a different type of chemical we apply on it and then take the graffiti off. So I know there's a lot of graffiti in town. Hopefully the city will call us and we'll get it removed. The dumpster pads, everything has a different. This is that building I was talking about. It was a local business in Bridgeton. The black underneath the windows is that's all algae. It's mold.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we took care of it.
Oh, wow.
There's the difference in transformation. And actually, it's even lighter now as chemical starts to work and we rinse it off. It still keeps its active agent of going and killing. So that'll stay that way for a couple years. I mean, it's really a beautiful. The building looks phenomenal. You don't get rid of the obviously the discoloration from the sun from the letters that were there, but we took all the algae off the building, and what a transformation it was.
Look at all this, folks, that Rob does. Roof washing. I guess that's just.
Yeah, that's the actual taking black streaks and black lines. If you look on your roofs, the black streaks and black lines are actually algae. It's mold. That is eating your shingles, and it's taking away the years of your life. I ran into a guy recently. I went to give him an estimate on his house, and he said that he has 50-year shingles. He doesn't care. Mm-hmm. And it's like, well, look at your house. Your house is beautiful. Let me make your roof at least look clean.
Yeah. And
he doesn't realize that it's eating away. And the commercial contractors, the way to clean your shingles is with SH, which is the chemical we use to clean the gutters. Clean the asphalt shingles. Okay. We do gutter brightening too. Everything has a different price, so it's not the same. Just depends on what chemicals are used and what products we use. Yeah.
So you do, obviously, house washing.
Correct. The green on the side of your siding.
Yeah.
Some of your brick houses will get a calcium. We can take that off. That's a different chemical that we use to remove that. The white on your stucco. Okay. Some people have the stucco and some people have the stone.
Right.
We did a patio, had all flagstones.
Wow.
Cleaned all that for them. Yeah, that was a big job. It came out wonderful. The people were very pleased. Had a beautiful backyard with their pool. Had a lot of growth around their flower pots. I mean, it happens with the different stuff that's in them, but we transformed that very well.
Was this in Cumberland County?
Yes, sir. That was actually in Vineland.
Well, yeah. My hats off to the people that own that. What a beautiful backyard.
It was an absolute amazing backyard. It was a wonderful, it was really nice to look at.
Yeah.
Before it was clean and definitely after it was clean, it was a very beautiful backyard. I would have liked to have lived there myself.
Well, and all the services that you offer, it's unbelievable. Now, is this type of business, I'm sure you need to be licensed and insured, right?
Correct, yes. We are licensed and insured. When I come to visit you for an estimate, I carry all my license and insurance with me. I will gladly show you my paperwork right there. I always keep it with me. That way I can show the customers that I am fully licensed and fully insured. Yeah. And I also keep a material safety data sheet and all my how I do work. And the employees that I have, they all have to sign it. So everybody goes through all the same training and they go through all the same procedures that I do.
So what's the difference between soft washing and pressure washing?
Soft washing is typically done by chemical, and the pressure of a little bit maybe more than a garden hose aspect of it. It's more chemical use, and pressure washing is you will see people pressure wash the side of your house. That's a downstreaming or chemical injection they do. And that is just a lighter pressure onto your siding and your roof. Typically our soft wash, when we do the side of your house, we're doing it with a specific gun and a specific pressure, and we're spraying it on the side of your house.
Wow.
For instance, this house right here, we cover up all your electric meters and stuff like that. That makes a huge difference. The chemical we use, you definitely you cover up your outlets and everything, and that's what it came out like. It's amazing
brand new.
transformation. Yes,
It really is.
and that literally took maybe 15-20 minutes to do.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's soft washing is amazing. I just did 30 panels of vinyl fence a couple weeks ago for a friend of mine. He realized I was living back in Jersey, and he asked me what I did, and I told him, and he said, "Can you come over and give me an estimate on his vinyl fence?" And he said, "I got 30 panels."
Wow.
I said, I told him the price I did it on. There's the house.
Okay.
I told him the price I did it would do it for, and I told him I'd be there at 1:00 in the afternoon, and he says, "Are you coming with a pressure washer the size of a fire truck? Because it takes me 2 days."
Wow.
Well, it took me an hour and a half.
Oh my goodness.
So
That's
there's a
fantastic.
difference between having a professional do it with the professional equipment showing up. It's not your mom and pop going to
Right.
Home Depot and
Yeah.
showing up with a pressure washer.
Well, and it's rather inexpensive from what you tell me, especially with the roof things. But I mean, that makes sense, and have somebody that professionally does it. You're insured, all the things that people would want. So the Rejuvenated is what does to the roof, right? Peak 301.
Yeah, I named the company Rejuvenated Roofs because my main passion was to rejuvenate your roof.
Right.
I wanted the Peak 301 as the supplier of the chemical we use. So Rejuvenated Roofs LLC is the name of the company that I came up with. That's what I wanted to get stuck in people's minds, is that I'm going to rejuvenate your roof. I want to make your house look great again.
Yeah.
Three things on your house that are most expensive things: your roof, your air conditioning, your septic. And I'm going to take care of one of them
That's good.
and try to protect it for
I
you.
can verify the air conditioning has been horrendous for me. It's been, oh my God, $12,000 between the two units. And I didn't have air for quite a while because they couldn't get the condenser part. But
Yeah.
I do. I have it. But they are the expensive things, the investment. And there's nothing bigger that you make than in house. The investment in your house is what's valuable. That's what gives you, if you need to do home equity credit line, or
Yep.
you're going to sell it, the better it looks, the better price you're going to get.
Yeah, for me, it's I've talked to realtors in the area, and I'm trying to get hooked up with them for let's get the stains off the roof, because that house is going to look 100 times better.
Yeah, good.
And if I can get the green off the side of the house and the black off the roof, you don't per se you don't have to do the Peak 301 when you're selling your house.
Yeah.
But if I can get the black streaks off your roof, your house looks better. It's more apt to get, like I said, the insurance to get the new homeowners approved, and there you go. Everything looks better in a picture.
Yeah, it sure does. I mean, it's like when you take your car in to trade it in, you make sure it's washed and it looks good. So
Yes.
with your house especially, that means a lot. And again, with the person's buying it, it's a big investment for them. They're putting a lot of money out to purchase.
34 years ago when I went to buy, 24 years ago when I went to buy a house here, I would look at a house, and if it had black streaks on the roof, I thought, well, I don't want to buy the house with 30-year mortgage and then I got to put a new roof on it.
Yeah.
So if it looks appealing and we can save you money with the Peak 301, then I'm offering an alternative.
Yeah, and a great alternative it is at about 1/10 the cost of putting on a new roof. So if you can do the Peak 301, Rob will let you know if you can do that or not. You're going to save yourself plenty of money. And how many years will continue to be okay?
So we give a 6-year warranty.
Okay.
So the thing with the 6-year warranty versus any competitor, and there is a major competitor that's on TV and spends millions of dollars in advertising and everything, we give a 6 years rock solid warranty. It is literally transferable. So Jim,
Wow.
if I came over and did your house, in 2 years from now you go to sell it, you're giving the 6-year warranty to the new persons that bought your house.
That's great.
And it is non-prorated. So it is from the day we put it down till the 6-year mark. it is guaranteed. And
That's
it's guaranteed
fantastic.
for the breakdown of the chemical itself.
That's
So if something's wrong with the chemical, it doesn't last like it was supposed to or perform, then you will have the warranty the day I do the work. When I'm finished, I give you a receipt and I send you the warranty right there why I'm sitting in front of you.
That's super.
Yes.
Jeez, that's super. We're talking with Rob Wilson, who is Rejuvenation for the roofing, and of course Peak 301 is what he puts on your roofs for you. We'll be back to talk more with Rob right after these messages.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
C&H Disposal Service has provided customers with the best customer service possible since 1981. C&H Disposal Service provides trash removal, dumpster rentals, septic cleaning, repair and installation, septic system certifications, portable restroom rentals, and demolition. With great customer service and competitive pricing, C&H Disposal Service has you covered at the home and on the job. C&H Disposal Service. Stick with the best.
I heard about Peak 301 from some friends in a community group that I belong to. Had them come over, give me an estimate. My roof was the perfect candidate. I think it's about 10 to 12 years old. We bought the house 5 years ago, and it just looked like it had a little bit more wear than it should have. Had them come out, apply a treatment, gave it a couple of days per their recommendation, and I could not believe the difference that my roof looked. Not only did it look more vibrant, more healthy, it looked like the color came back to the shingles. It was slightly darker. It made the entire house come off differently when you came around the corner. From a real estate perspective, if you are a listing agent or a buyer's representative, I can't recommend you calling Peak 301 enough. Not only is it going to give you more value as an agent, it's going to be able to secure your listings soundness or make your buyer's investment last longer. If you want to extend the life of your roof, I highly recommend you call the guys at Peak 301.
Call your Peak 301 Southern New Jersey Certified Applicator Rejuvenated Roofs today for a free estimate at 856-326-0047.
Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
Welcome back to Around South Jersey. Rob Wilson is my guest. And Rob, what got you interested and decided to become a Peak 301 applicator?
So a couple years ago, I started, I would come here on vacation back to see Mom. And I got looking at people's roofs, and I got to wondering, what was going on with the streaks and everything. And I started doing research. And then I got involved with the looking around for a good company to the alternative for replacing a roof. And I talked to many suppliers, and I liked Peak 301 just for their warranty, the fact that they backed their warranty, and the customer service and applicator service when you call in. I talked to a gentleman that's name's Parker. Parker was a wonderful guy to deal with, many conversations, many Zoom meetings. And we end up deciding to go with Peak 301 as our supplier, and we've been happy ever since.
That's good.
It's been really, really well.
Now, where are they located?
So Parker is actually up in Ohio area,
Okay.
And Peak 301, majority of it is down in Florida. So they have both sides of it. There's two parts of the company.
Okay.
And then we get a lot of stuff comes from Florida when we get it up. And there's a ton of applicators in Florida. I mean, that's kind of the place to go for everything. It's an oversaturated market a little bit of everything.
Wow. Well, and everybody, you want to be concerned because your house is your biggest investment you have. So you want to make sure you take good care of it. And as we've shown in some of the video you've seen here, what a difference when you take a look at, having the spraying done or putting the Peak 301 on. Now explain the difference between spraying and what Peak 301 actually does for the house, for the shingles.
Okay, so if I was to come over and just remove the black streaks off of your shingles, that's removing the mold. That's a specific chemical that we put down, and it's just for mold removal. All right, it does help the life of your shingles because the mold is removed and not eating away at your shingles. Now, the Peak 301 is the rejuvenation part of it, where it's basically how I tell a lot of customers if they got an asphalt driveway, they need it resealed every now and then so it keeps away from the cracks, right? Well, they put the black down to reseal it. Ours is not black that we put on your roof, so you can have many color roofs and it doesn't change it. Ours is just resealing it. It's basically like putting lotion on your hands as a protectant. And it just seals in. It makes your shingles pliable. A lot of your shingles become very brittle. They tear, they rip, they pop up. This will actually adhere to everything, get down and make them just lay pliable like they were basically when they were manufactured.
Super. Really is some great things. Are there any other competitors in the area? And if so, what's the difference between you and them?
So one of the reasons why Peak 301, I mentioned earlier, a big competitor was in the area.
I see.
They lied to me. They told me there was no one in the area that was doing it, and I found out there was. So that was one of the reasons why I got away from it. As far as I am aware of, there is no one in this area offering any alternative to replacing your roof. There's a lot of people doing soft washing and there's a lot of pressure washing, like I mentioned earlier. People are doing that, but actually an alternative to replacing your roof, not that I'm aware of. And I know there's no Peak 301 authorized dealers in the area because I'm it.
Wow, this is your service area then.
Yes, we do extend it out quite a ways. It's nothing for a ride for me. I mean, I have state-of-the-art equipment and a nice truck that tows it. So it's very nice. Depends on what you have done, what I show up with. I have several different pieces of equipment, and depending on what it is, obviously for an estimate, I'll drive out and give you an estimate. I have no problem whatsoever. And like I said, you get to meet me.
And let me tell you, this guy's a nice man. You'll enjoy his personality. I look at that, and that covers Atlantic County, Cape May County, Cumberland County, Salem County.
Correct.
For sure. So
yeah.
There you see
I actually just
towns.
gave an estimate to a guy up in right outside of Philadelphia.
Wow.
I gave it to him. I have some software that I can zoom in on your roof of your house, and I can measure it from my home.
Oh, that's great.
And then I talked to him on a Zoom phone call, and he actually showed me his house on video, so it gave me an idea. And I gave him an estimate, and he's thinking about it. And I understand. I mean, it is an expense. If you do the Peak 301, it is an expense.
But compared to
it's an
doing
investment.
Roof,
it's a big
that's
investment.
That's a good point.
Yep.
And if you're going to invest, so here's all of the services: Rejuvenated Roofs LLC. You got soft wash, house siding, fence washing, deck washing, concrete surfaces can be washed, paver walkways, driveways, solar panels. Oh, that's something too interesting. You know what, Rob? Thinking of that, before I forget, I got a job for you. The solar panels over at the radio station. They should really need to be washed.
Not a problem. Handled.
Good. Okay.
Easy enough.
And you know the lady that'll write the check.
I know the lady to write the check. Yes, yeah. And we offer 10% discount to first responders. My
That's
passion
nice.
is the first responders.
Yeah.
Military. Love this country, and I love our military, so we gladly give 10%.
That's nice.
And it's not a hidden cost. I know furniture stores give hidden costs.
Yeah.
Most of the time they tell you they're getting. I will give you the estimate, and you'll see the 10% come right off down the bottom. And if you called me the next day and your friend had the same size house and he's not military, you'll see that there was the 10% difference.
That is really nice. Yeah. And you served as a firefighter when you were 16.
Yeah, I joined as a junior firefighter in Ferreton. It was an amazing experience. Back then, it was a little bit more lenient. My mom was kind enough to let me go on calls at night. Back nice. Then, it used to be 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. You couldn't respond. Yeah. My mom actually allowed me to. So there was many a times that I was out on fire calls 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Some stuff I probably shouldn't have seen when I was younger, but motor vehicle accidents and stuff like that have become very bad. I've learned a lot. It made me an adult very quickly. So
I bet you.
It was an amazing experience. I mean, I graduated New Jersey State firefighter before I graduated high school.
Oh, that's fantastic.
As a matter of fact, before I graduated high school, I became a lieutenant in the fire company.
Congratulations.
I had a boat donated to the fire company. Steve Bateman. Stephen Bateman. He's actually on the township committee too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's been an amazing chief. I think the other day we figured it out. He's been there before I was born. So I think it's 47 years, something like that. Yeah, I know he's been chief since 1992. He said, I joined in '94 and graduated fire school in '96.
And then I graduated from Bridgeton High School.
Bridgeton High School in '97. Go Bulldogs!
Yeah. And tell me, I knew your mom worked in the Bridgeton school system, right?
Correct.
What did she do?
She was secretary in the middle school.
Oh, okay.
And let me tell you don't get in trouble when your mom's in the office. One writing the suspension notices. It was pretty bad one time when she had to type my suspension notice up for fighting one time. No. Yeah, that was pretty rough to walk in there.
I'll bet you.
And she's only 5 foot tall, but it packs a little punch, So it was definitely fun.
Was the middle school the old high school?
The middle school's on Broad Street in Bridgeton. I think that I'm not sure how they have it now. When I went to school at the middle school, it was 5th through 7th. So 5th, 6th, 7th. And then high school was 8th through 12.
Okay.
I'm not sure how they do it now.
It's interesting. I think that's the school. I substituted in Bridgeton when I was going to college. And it was what was, to me, the old high schools. I think that's the one on Broad Street. It's an older looking school.
It's a big square building on Broad and West Avenue.
Right. So that is it.
Okay.
Anyway, this was a funny story. I'm only 18 years old and I'm substituting. Those days you only needed 6 credits to substitute. I had 24. So I'm in Bridgeton High and I'm doing the phys ed. So I've got my Glassboro State College t-shirt on and khakis and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And I walk down the hallway and there's a fella standing like at the end of the hallway, and I cut in front of him instead of going behind him, which is like, I didn't know that. That's what you're supposed to do. So he took me to the principal's office. I thought, and then they said, no, he's a teacher. He's a substitute teacher. Yeah. But did you ever know Ron Filler? Was he there when you were there?
Mr. Filler, yes. Yeah, Mr. Filler was actually, the funny part of it is when I was saying about the suspension for fighting, my mom said, when Mr. Filler's done with you, your butt's mine. And I didn't want Mr. Filler to be done with me, actually. I went fishing with Mr. Filler many a times. I've shot guns with Charlie Paraset. He was a school teacher, right. And a lot of the ladies group that my mom still hangs around with that comes around, and were actually my school teachers. So it's pretty interesting when I get to sit and talk to them sometimes.
It's interesting. I took over the television programming from Bridgeton High School when Mr. Filler became the vice principal at the middle or the junior high.
Yeah.
So I knew him from there as well. Good guy, and it was interesting. Did you ever take shop at Bridgeton High School?
Yes, I did. I took shop with Mr. Bell was my draft teacher. Mr. Williams was my shop teacher, and it was. I actually got to. Well,
that's how you're so talented.
You can't do any of it now, but I actually got to build a gun rack back when I was in 8th grade. Cool. Yeah. Now that'd be highly illegal, and I'm sure of it.
Probably. Well, this is another funny story. When I substituted, I don't know anything. I mean, this guy I envy. I can't pound a nail with a hammer straight. I have no ability whatsoever. If I couldn't talk, I don't know what I would do. So anyway, I'm subbing, and they said, Mr. Quinn, you've got shop class. Well, it was hard to find men's substitutes. So I never realized how big Bridgeton High School was, Rob. My God, I kept walking and walking and walking.
Oh, yeah.
So I finally get out there, and the lesson of the day was a drill. So I read about it. I don't know anything about it. I'm reading about it. I sound like I know what I'm doing. I'm telling the kids and all that. And at one point, I had the drill in my hand, and my head itched. So I put the drill up to my head, scratching my head, and the kids are going like this.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily, they told me when it substitutes in, they turn the power off. So at least I didn't get a hole in my head.
Get a hole in your head over it. Yeah, yeah. I was fortunate enough to be able to do a lot of things because I knew how to read a ruler, and that's something
good.
that's very hard for a lot of people to do. But Bridgeton High School is it's a big school.
It sure
people don't
is.
realize how big
Yeah.
it is when I believe it was J Hall or H Hall was the wood shopping area.
Yeah.
And I had to go there to A Hall, and it was a long walk.
It was,
In 3.5 minutes, you better start hustling.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah.
Did you have Mr. Sharp was your principal?
Yes, Mr. Sharp was my principal.
Mine
He left before I graduated. I can't remember the guy's name after him.
Did you know Mr. Gilson, the superintendent?
No. The principal after Sharp, though, it was kind of funny. I was on a fire call. Rose's Pizza caught on fire downtown.
Oh, okay.
And I was the engineer on Ferreton Fire Company fire truck that night. And I sat out there on Pearl Street and what's that, Irving Avenue or Commerce? What's
Commerce.
Commerce. I sat there on the corner and I pumped 1,000 gallons of water a minute
Oh my God.
to that fire. And it was funny because the kids that I went to school with were walking by saying hi to me. And the principal at the time was sitting at the traffic light, and I stepped off the fire truck and said good morning to him. And I'd been there since midnight.
Wow.
And he looked at me the next day, he called me in the office, and there was 3 other guys that were in fire companies in high school there.
That's super.
And he called us in the office and he said, if you guys are on a call and it's a legitimate call and you're late to school or unable to come to school,
because of the hours.
that we would get you an excused absence.
That's super.
So it made a huge difference in that.
So here's the tough question. Who was your favorite teacher at Bridgeton High School?
Let's see. Had many. Miss Beth Davis Sharp was probably the prettiest and nicest
that
teacher.
makes it good.
It made a world of difference,
It sure
obviously.
does,
But
yeah.
no,
She was eye candy.
she was the marketing teacher.
Okay.
She was very nice. I had Mr. Crilly for history.
Jim?
Jim Crilly, yeah. And then I had Furtek was my
Yeah.
and Mr. Blandino. I've had Mr.
I
Blandino
love him.
three times. I had once in the Indian Avenue, once in Bridgeton Middle
Okay.
School, and once in Bridgeton High School
You
as
kept
my gym
following him
teacher.
around.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they were all very influential. I had Miss Loader in my elementary school, Miss Gosweiler in middle school, Miss Hodinka in the middle school, and then high school wise, there was several that were very, very nice and influencing.
Yeah. That's
that,
good.
that made me the person I was. But fire company definitely made me grow up.
Boy, it sure did. 16?
Yeah,
You were a
16,
firefighter.
yeah.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I took, like I said, I took the New Jersey State firefighter certification before I graduated high school.
Wow,
And 1996. So
that's fantastic. Congratulations.
it was an accomplishment, I should
It
say.
sure is.
Yeah.
I would say so. Wow. We're talking with Rob Wilson, who has Rejuvenated Roofs serving all South Jersey, and his product is Peak 301 Certified Applicator. We'll be back to talk more with Rob right after these messages.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. With more than 41 years of service to our valued customers, Advanced Treads in Norman, New Jersey is South Jersey's full-service distributor of General Tires. We feature a complete line of passenger vehicle tires, light truck, farm, and commercial tires. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tires, anywhere is possible. Advanced Treads, 1325 West Landis Avenue in Norman, New Jersey. Call them today at 856-696-5004. When you need tires, there is only one name you can trust: Advanced Treads of Norman, New Jersey.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
A good roof is easy to forget. So why not keep it that way? Why not say no thank you to that $10,000 quote on a new roof? And why not help the planet while you're at it? With Peak 301, you can keep a good roof going or give an old roof a new beginning. The application starts at the surface to defend against everyday damage. But the science doesn't stop there. It works its way through every single part of every single shingle to reactivate the most basic building blocks. And unlike other treatments, Peak 301 actually corrects the chemistry that causes decay. The result? A carefully crafted, all-natural, planet, people, pet-friendly reset for your roof. So you can forget about it again. Call your Peak 301 Southern New Jersey Certified Applicator Rejuvenated Roofs today for a free estimate at 856-326-0047.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
Welcome back to Around South Jersey. My special guest is Rob Wilson, who is got Rejuvenated roofing.
Yep.
And the Peak 301 is the product that will save your roof and save you a lot of money, because it's about 10% of putting on a new roof. So if a new roof's $15,000, you'll pay less than $1,500 to have this service done.
Typically, yes.
That is unbelievable.
Depending on your peak, I mean, it depends on how steep your peak is and if you got different cuts and everything. But we'll measure your roof and go from there and see if you're a candidate for the Peak 301. If worst case scenario, you're not a candidate for Peak 301, your roof's older, it might need replacing. But if we can get the black streaks off your roof, then you know what, your house looks better.
Yeah.
And then now you can save and you can call a local roofer. Rejuvenated Roofs, the only bad part about the way I name the company is when I go door to door, most people go, I don't need a roof. Well, that's good. I don't want to sell you a roof.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to repair your roof. I'm trying to save the life of your roof.
Right. Or extend it.
Extend the life of it, yeah. So
that's
my main thing. So that's the only bad part about the way I name the company. but it's been a learning experience, and once people start realizing it is, oh, okay, then I understand. But it's a new technology. A lot of people don't know what's going on around, and so I'm hitting the ground running, and I want to do good for the community.
Well, speaking about doing good for the community, during the commercial break, Rob was telling me about an incident that he was involved with, and in Las Vegas. Rob, tell everybody about that.
Yeah, so being on the fire company helped me out a lot, like growing up wise. I was explaining to Jim here, knee-jerk reactions and being able to deal with high crisis situations. A lot of people, Route 91 shooting in Las Vegas was the world's largest mass shooting in U.S. history. I was there that night. It is something that I would never wish that on my worst enemy. It's something that in a matter of seconds, we were having fun, drinking beers and being a little tipsy to being instant sober and knew exactly what to do.
Wow.
When the shooting stopped, I covered up 9 bodies that night.
Oh, my God, Rob.
So it's something that...
wow. That's got to be unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a little rough.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. Oh, my goodness. See, I am not a gun person. So I think only cops should have guns. But, the NRA doesn't like me because only cops should have guns. This is a true story, speaking of guns. And there's been a lot of shootings in Millville and around the county and stuff like that. And back in 2002 or 2000, somewhere like that, I was the mayor of Millville, and a young man was killed right in his house. Somebody walked in, went in his bedroom, shot and killed him. So anyway, one of the ministers asked me if I would come to the candlelight vigil and extend my condolences, which I did. I extended my condolences to the young man's mother and sister. And I said the following, and I still feel that way. I said, in my opinion, anyone possessing an illegal gun should do 3 to 5 years in prison. I come off the porch, one of the police officers, Millville police officers, comes over to me. He said, "Hey, Mayor, half the people you just said that to are packing right now." I said, "You're kidding." He said, "No, I'm telling the truth. And we're not allowed to frisk them. You're not allowed to do metal detector, all that kind of stuff on them." And it's like, oh my God. And this was interesting too, Rob. I went to school to talk to the students, and I brought this topic up, and one of the students was in the back of the room, raised his hand, and he said, "Hey, Mayor, you live where I live, you'd want to have a gun." I thought, oh my God, that's sad. I mean, okay, I see what he's saying, but if you didn't have guns, you wouldn't. Can you imagine how many deaths we would not have? This was an interesting story too. I was in Disney World when you were a little boy, and I was standing in line, and in front of me were a couple from Great Britain, and they had their 2 sons. So the lady said to me, "Can you explain something to me?" I said, "What's that, man?" She said, "We're here in the United States. I have 2 sons, one's 18 and one's 20, but they can't have a beer. But down the street, there's a gun shop, and you can buy guns." I said, "Welcome to America." This is, and I know there are people, I don't even want a shotgun to kill Bambi. That's not my thing. But I understand people that like to hunt. God bless you. That's fine. But do we really need to have how many 50-some people killed at one time?
Yeah, and I am the total opposite of you. I understand your spot on it and mine and everybody. My mom doesn't like guns. When I lived in Las Vegas, I carried a gun everywhere I went.
Oh, that's right. You could.
I had a concealed weapons permit. I will plan on getting one here in Jersey.
Oh, do they have them?
Yeah, they do have them here. It's a lot harder and a lot more crazy because we're in Jersey.
I know who I'll take to the baseball game.
But typically, I'm for it. I mean, like I said, you have your reasons. I have mine. And my kids carry guns. I mean, I have all adult children, but my son carries a gun every day, everywhere he goes.
Well, I mean, at least they're law-abiding citizens.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the thing.
If you Google or go to Siri and ask how many murders there have been in England or Ireland or France or anything like that, it's almost none. The United States, thousands and thousands and thousands. And then, do you really need the AK-15 and the AR-57s or whatever they are? I mean,
they're AR-15s. Yeah,
AR-15s.
No, and I have them. I mean, so it's one of the things. But I do agree with you, and it's the simple fact that an 18-year-old can walk into a gun store in Las Vegas and buy a shotgun. I don't know what it's like here in New Jersey yet on that because I didn't get into gun laws. But in Vegas, for instance, an 18-year-old can walk in, buy a shotgun, and buy an AR right off the shelf.
Wow.
All right. Now, a pistol has to be 21.
Okay.
Well, a lower is where your trigger compartment goes in your magazine for your gun and everything, and the major components of a gun. We can buy them. You can buy them online and have them shipped in. You can buy them here in New Jersey too. But you have to be 21 because you can make that into a pistol.
Oh.
What I agree with you on the gun laws is the fact that piece right there, my son could have walked in, bought an AR-15 for $750 in Vegas, walked out into the parking lot within less than 5 minutes, could have took it completely apart and had that lower piece that he was not allowed to buy by itself in the gun store. So I agree with you on the gun laws that they have. There's a lot of things that need to be done. But on the other side, it's the same way with COVID. And everybody has their own beliefs, and I don't affect anybody like that. It's just I was always one that I carried everywhere I went.
Yeah. Well, I've never had a gun. Don't want a gun. It's like that.
And I'm a very good shot. I had a lot of teachers and stuff, and when I went down to the hunting clubs and everything, I shot a lot of trap when I was younger, and I was very good at it.
Well, I'm proud of you.
That's where I got my nickname Toad, down at the hunting club,
Which
Shack.
one?
The Shack with Ricky Slade.
Oh my God, I love
Construction.
Ricky.
Yeah.
Johnny Sorrentino.
Yeah.
And I never get invited back. I used to get invited to the Shack.
Ricky's the one that actually was the one I was telling you about that came to me and said, "You're an adult now. What is your name?"
Oh,
Known the guy for 30 years, at the time, and he came over. It was funny. It was a good time. They're great people.
Yeah, they are. They really.
And that was my new
Is that a grandson?
That's granddaughter. So new granddaughter. She's 2 months old, a little over 2 months old now, and she lives in Las Vegas still with my kids, and it's the best thing ever right there. It's absolutely. If you think you love your kids, let me tell you, you don't know anything till your grandkids come.
You fall in love with your grandkids.
Yeah, your grandkids. She is a wonderful addition to the family, and I was just back out there visiting a week and a half ago, or about a week ago now, I guess it was.
That's super.
And it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it is. You're right. In fact, speaking of granddaughters, my beautiful granddaughter, Autumn Sunshine Quinn, today's her birthday.
Right on.
So
happy birthday,
Autumn. I have your card here. I just got to get it to you somehow. But happy birthday, sweetie. And yeah, you're right. There's nothing better. I've got 5 grandchildren. How many do you?
I have the one, and then I actually, my son's fiance is due in November, so I got another one coming, and it's going to be a boy. So I have a granddaughter and a grandson. They're going to be 6 months apart or something like that when it's all said and done, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah,
so
that is super.
They both have very good spouses. So
that's
nice.
great, Rob. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
And you're amazing. There you go, folks. Tell them about what you have to offer, Rob.
Yeah, please contact us anytime. We're experts in soft wash and pressure washing, rejuvenated roofs. We remove your roof stains. We use chemicals to safely and efficiently protect your home. And if you want the Peak 301 experience, we will be glad to do that too and save you thousands on possibly not having to renew a roof and put a new roof on your house. If you do have to have it, we will let you know, and we'll recommend a dealer that will replace your roof.
That's nice. It really is.
Yeah, I'm not out to cut anybody's throats or anything on it. It's like I said, there's a lot of people that do pressure washing and soft washing, and there's plenty of business for everybody. And I wish them all the best. And I do definitely recommend anybody, if you're using anybody, please, 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 please make sure they have insurance.
Yeah, good point.
They're licensed and insured. I mean,
you don't
the
want
worst
them
thing
falling
you
off
do
your
is they
roof.
fall off your roof. They become a vegetable, unfortunately, and you're paying for their family to take care of them, and you lost everything you've ever worked for.
Yeah, good point. And I'm proud of you. I see you up on the roof,
Yeah,
well, you could do
I'm
anything.
up doing all the work.
You could do anything. I'm
Mom comes out and helps quite a bit. She's one of the employees, so
that's
she
good.
does a little bit of everything.
She is amazing.
Yeah, she is. She's
really
an amazing woman, that's
She
for sure.
certainly
But
is. Again, Rob, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And good luck with the business. And folks, thanks for joining us. Thank you, George Kachia, for producing the show tonight. And we'll see you again real soon. Take care, folks. Bye-bye.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.